Welcome to the 5th episode of Indie Time. My name's Casey.
And I'm Olivia.
And now off to Joe with welding.
For Mr. Stokes' intro to welding class, the students had to split up into two groups. One group that would work on arc welding, and the other group that would work on gas welding. Both groups would have to work on basic welds that would then all be put together into their final project. After completing their final project, by the next quarter, they would be switching off to work on the opposite welding that they had worked on this quarter. They would be doing the same activities, I believe, in the second quarter, working on the basic welds, just using the other method of welding.
And let's hear from Carissa with the band.
The OHS marching band recently went to Scottsbluff for the Old West weekend. The band got superior in both parade and field, placing first in parade and second in field. This upcoming Saturday, the OHS band will be going to Kearney for the state marching competition.
You for a lifetime. You're my favorite movie. 1,000 endings. You mean everything to me. I never know what's coming. Forever fascinating. Hope you don't stop running. To make us always be waiting.
Now over to Philip with the lunch report.
The OHS kitchen staff has been coming up with some new ideas to try. They would like to start a grill concept, where they will try to provide an extra meal item daily, such as a hot dog, crispy chicken sandwich. This item will cost the same amount as the regular lunch offered that day.
Zach and Blake are covering the stampede that is the OHS parking lot.
The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration reported that in 2014, 18% of injury crashes and 16% of all police-reported motor vehicle crashes were reported as distracted affected crashes.
2014, there was 3,179 people killed and an estimated additional 431,000 people wounded in motor vehicle crashes involving distracted drivers.
Please drive safe.
And now to Trey with Mrs. Zimmerman on the basics of how to get into SHS, which is Spanish Honor Society.
Ready. Hello, I'm Trey Rizak, and I'm here with Senora Zimmerman, and she's going to tell you how to get in Spanish Honor Society.
Ok, para estar en la sociedad hispánica, tú necesitas recibir mínimo 2 A's y una B. El segundo semestre de Español 2 es cuando te invitamos a participar en la Sociedad Honoraria Hispánica. La Sociedad Honoraria Hispánica ayuda a los estudiantes que quieren saber más español.
Yeah.
And James has info on the OHS production of My Fair Lady.
The play My Fair Lady was Mrs. Diaz's last big show. For the first time in her productions, she had more than just high school kids in the play, including adults and elementary kids. My Fair Lady is about a flower girl named Eliza Doolittle, played by Abigail Cheddar, who wants to work in a flower shop, but her speech isn't genteel enough, as they say in the play. Professor Higgins, played by Parker Ryle, takes Eliza under his wing for 6 months and fixes her speech. There are a lot of laughs to keep you entertained. I hope you're able to make it out for Mrs. Diaz's last big bang.
And now to Ben with a quick interview with Mrs. Diaz.
Hi, we're here with Mrs. Diaz, and, well, we're going to interview her. Hi, Mrs. Diaz.
Hi there, Ben.
So, when did you start teaching?
I started teaching in 1975 in Brule, and I came to Ogallala in 1980.
Okay. What next? What do you consider to be your greatest achievement or achievements regarding your time teaching / coaching?
There's so many of them. I've had great achievements. Well, when you start with 4 kids coming out for your first play, and then you come up with 60 some, that's an achievement itself. The department is wonderful, and so I can't say one is more outstanding than the other. I really can't. State awards are always wonderful, but that's not all of it. And I think the achievements are every year you have some child that you see that is just blowing you away, because when they were a freshman, they were nothing. And then now they're state champions or state, going to state even is a great achievement.
All right. I recall you saying one of your first plays was My Fair Lady. Is there any relation to that being your last?
That is so funny. As I told the kids, I said, it never dawned on me until about 2 weeks ago. I have my 3 o'clock epiphanies, I always call them, that I'm sitting there and I realized I was in my very first show at 7th grade, and it was My Fair Lady, and I was just a little Cockney girl. And I remember sitting backstage in an awe how wonderful the show was. And I always said in the back of my mind, it's one of those shows that I've always wanted to do. But I never put one and one together until 2 weeks ago. And then it was a show that I always wanted to do it. And I wanted to do it, but I didn't really have the cast or the singers. So this year I do. And so it all fell together perfectly.
All right. So this is your last year of teaching.
Right.
Is there any words of comfort you can offer to people who will miss you here?
There's always going to be a year somebody's got to quit. And I know there's going to be some bumps because the kids are used to my style and stuff, but the only thing I got to say is they all have the phenomenal talent. They just got to take the next coach and run with it. They know what they've been taught, they know what is good, and they know what to do. I expect them to carry it on.
All right, well, that's it for right now. Thank you, Mrs. Diaz.
Very welcome, Ben. Thank you very much.
As Maddie and the OHS girls golf team takes a victory swing at state.
The OHS Lady Indian golf team claimed the Class C1 state title on the 10th, beating Battle Creek by 32 strokes. This is the first state girls golf title for the Ogallala High School. Kyra Mestel finished with a 172 and got 9th place. Harley Hitzelbrand placed 15th place with a total of 178. Haley Nolde with a 187, Maddie Herman with a 201, and Gabby Coviello with a 202.
And here's Cookie with state cross country.
The Ogallala cross country team had 7 members qualify for state last week at districts. Lucia McKay got 6th place, Jack Lindgren with 1st, Yaku Henning with 3rd, and the boys cross country team placed 2nd overall. Good luck at state, Ogallala cross country members.